Hello, my Bill 1000 Nation. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. If not, hope it gets better from here. We are back with another Depths of Despair. This is titled 10 Scary Ghost Videos to Illuminate Your Night. I'm excited to get in today's video. Hopefully, you guys are excited as I am. If you are, please go ahead. No. Please go down. No. Oh, please go ahead. Turn them lights down low. Put on something comfy, couple something special. Let's get spooky. What the fuck happened to me? I had a brain fart. Something went. I forgot what the fuck I was. I don't know. I don't know. I just work here. Okay, that's. I live here. I work here. I poop over there. It is what it is.
Still watching. The following video was taken on February the 5th of 2025 somewhere in Indonesia. A girl and her friend were recording themselves enjoying some ice cream in her little brother's room when something strange happened that left them shocked. The girl's brother had passed away some time ago, but every now and then she likes to visit his room as it brings her comfort, as she remembers the things she used to do with her little brother. She also records it each time to make a time lapse. And on one day, her and her friend are enjoying her late brother's favorite ice cream in his bedroom and recording the whole time when this happens.
Nih, enakan mixo atau ini? Nah, itu gimana? Dengar kan? Ada suara. Ada suara. Gue takut nih. Gimana ini balikinnya?
Angin enggak?
Enggak ada. Kosong coy.
Strangely, as the two girls enjoy the late brother's favorite ice cream in his room, the wardrobe suddenly begins to open by itself, and as one of
Man, whenever I'm gone, don't go to my bedroom and eat my favorite ice cream. Pistachio. I love pistachio ice cream. It is literally one of my favorites. That and butter pecan. I don't know why. I know there's so many better flavors out there, but I love pistachio. I love butter pecan. Definitely my two favorite ice creams of all time. So good.
them approaches, a faint laughter can be heard. The girls were more happy and shocked than scared, as they believe it to be a sign that the passed-on brother is still watching over them from the afterlife. However, later on, their security camera captured a faint mist-like figure outside of the boy's bedroom. Many people in the comments warned that this is not the spirit of the boy, and that it's something evil trying to get to her during her vulnerable moment. Which may be the case because after she had a priest come and pray over the house, the activity started to occur less often. But as always, let me know what you think. The hotel.
The hotel motel?
On February the 6th of 2025, a woman named Valeria was staying at the Colima Hotel in Mexico with her boyfriend. A hotel that's rumored to be haunted by local residents due to the fact that the establishment was previously a hospital with a tragic history.
Oh, fuck that.
Valeria and her boyfriend Diego attempt to contact the dead to see if anything happens. During their stay, this is what they captured.
Estamos en un hotel que
We're in a
supuestamente
hotel
hay
that supposedly
espíritus.
has spirits. This was supposed to be a hospital
Así que
before,
pueden
so
pasar
things
cosas.
can happen.
Vale, ya.
Valeria.
No.
Hard bang.
Cierra, güey, neta cierra.
Close it. Really close it. Close it.
The lights suddenly flicker all on their own and someone or something bangs on the door.
No.
But when they opened it, no
Bitch
one
about
was
died.
there.
Oh my God.
Creeped out by this event, they sit down for a while talking about it as they regain their composure. But whatever was out there returns once more. Watch closely.
Oigan, no sabemos qué pasó. Literalmente, Diego y yo estamos solos en el cuarto. De madrugada no hay manera en la que haya sido otra cosa. Güey, nos están pasando cosas muy raras.
Ya apaga eso, vale.
Vamos a literal salir al pasillo porque están
Alright,
tocando
they're gonna go
nuestra
out to the
puerta arriba
hallway
y ya tenemos mucho miedo.
because there's knocking and they're
Vean,
really scared.
o sea,
They're
esto
just
está...
gonna look around.
Me siento raro, vale.
He feels
Los
weird.
pasillos están...
The
Mira,
hallways
corras,
are.
corras, espérate,
Wait,
Diego.
wait, Diego.
O sea, vean los pasillos.
Look at the hallways.
Uy, no.
As they stand in an empty, silent hallway with nobody there, an emergency door slams shut by itself. But the door should only be able to close when released by a magnet in case of a fire. Shortly after, the fireproof door suddenly opened on its own once again, and they both quickly rushed inside. Valeria's boyfriend Diego describes seeing a dark shadow figure trying to reach him. Many people now believe that he welcomed it by opening the door, so it may just follow him home. But until any further updates, that remains unknown.
It just may.
CCTV.
People don't do the
The
smartest
following
things.
video was taken by a CCTV camera stationed in a village hall office by user Raxi. The man in charge of the CCTV had received a notification that a person had been detected within the premises late at night. Raxi knows that nobody should be inside during these late hours, as he is usually the one to set up the ceremony. So he decides to review the CCTV footage and sees something terrifying.
Telah ini dek quality saya. Apakah ada yang aneh?
Takjub ya.
Ya. Ding 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 ding.
Sigma boy.
Sigma boy. Iya.
That's not fucking creepy at all.
Jam 23.41.
Kalau motornya kayak Mercedes ya.
Medeni.
Looks like a fucked up Chucky
Iso
doll.
nyuwata ya Rai.
In the corner, a creepy pale figure of a boy with glowing eyes can be seen looking straight at the camera. Raxi has no idea
It almost looks
or
like a
what
Chucky
it
doll
could
in a
be.
bunny suit.
Real ghost or not, you judge.
Not that scary. I'm sorry.
The cabin.
You can't look like you're wearing a bunny
A
suit and
man
be
named
scary.
Antonio works in construction, rentals and horse sales over in Mazamilta, Mexico. Late one night, he was checking over a cabin in the woods that he was fixing up and planning to sell. So every while he would come over to visit the house to check the condition of things. That's when he noticed one of the lights flickering in the upper floors as he was outside. So he pulls his phone out to record the situation, thinking it's an electrical issue that he needs to get fixed. But then he sees something horrifying.
There's someone in the window. Something standing there, like right in the middle of it.
As he looks at the flickering light, he sees a terrifying, creepy pale figure slowly moving up to the window to look at him. The figure seems to look very dark and unrecognizable, even when the bright light flickers and lights up the room. To make matters worse, Antonio is completely alone. There isn't supposed to be anyone near this cabin, let alone inside it.
Shoot the
Antonio
motherfucker.
decides to go inside and see what's going on for himself. This is what he captured. Scared, Antonio searches the entire cabin. Luckily, it seems to be empty. Antonio has no idea what he saw inside, but it's important to note that his social media accounts are strictly for business purposes, only to display properties he owns for sale and cabins that he's renovating. So the question still stands, just who or what is this?
I have no fucking clue, bro.
Annabelle. The following video comes from a single mother who lives in a haunted house. Although aware of this fact, she never really
Oh
thought
God,
much
we've
of
seen
it,
this.
as whatever spirit is residing there didn't do much other than move one of her kids' toys a little every now and then. Coincidentally, she happened to name the ghost Annabelle, and ever since interacting with it, things started
Oh, that's
getting
fucking
worse around the
stupid.
house. One day, it started
Dumbest
exhibiting
thing
more
could have ever
aggressive
done.
behavior, so she pulls her phone out to record it. Watch closely.
Annabelle, what are you playing with? Hmm? What are you playing with, Annabelle? You having fun?
More fun than we are.
It's okay.
And for those of you who think that whenever I get scared I look away, I don't. I just have my other monitor over here. Things are a little bit brighter on there. I'm just looking over there to see if I can see anything. I don't really get all that scared. Some things do get me. Jump scares are real. Jump scares are real, but I don't generally get too scared. So sorry.
You could play with David's
I'm a
toys.
debunker at heart. All of a sudden it eats the ball right out your forehead.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
Hey, I was
You-
right.
You be nice. You don't throw.
Throw it again.
Thrown at me. One of Ava's cups.
Oh, I thought it was a ball.
Annabelle, that wasn't nice, sweetie.
And it's also not nice
You
calling
don't
it
throw
Annabelle.
things,
What if that's not its
okay?
name?
You don't throw things, Annabelle.
Maybe it's a different
No.
doll demon that's
You gotta be
doesn't
nice.
like
That was
Annabelle.
bad.
And you just keep calling it Annabelle, pissing it off.
Okay. Okay, that was bad. That was...
The little cupboard door from the children's toy opens by itself, and then a cup falls on the floor before violently launching itself at the woman. Visibly shaken, she steps back out of the room and tries to discipline this ghost, but it doesn't respond
That's real
well,
smart.
knocking over the whole stand onto
Bitch,
the
I've been
ground.
dead for
Realizing
200
she may
years.
have
Who
made a
the
mistake
fuck
by
you
interacting
think
with
you
it,
is?
thinking it was friendly, the mother
My
grows
name's
increasingly
Bill
worried for her child's
Wilkins.
safety, and now thinks it's not a good idea for them to stay in this room any
I'm
longer.
72
Unfortunately,
years
the original
old.
source is unknown, so it's unclear what happened afterwards. But as always, I'll let you be the judge of this. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com or tag us on TikTok at depthsofdespairyt. Buried in the yard. I've
We've
featured
seen
Jacob
this.
on the channel
Yeah.
previously. Ever since he moved into a new house alone with his son, strange things started to happen. He discovered that the previous residents had a miscarriage and buried their baby in the yard many years ago,
That's
which
weird.
may have something to do with the paranormal phenomena he's been experiencing. Late one night, Jacob...
See, what happens whenever you lose the house or you just decide to move because you don't want to be there no more, or whatever the case may be? Like, that... I get wanting them to be close to you, then like have them like cremated or something like that. Don't bury them in the yard like a dog. and just to move away or lose the house or whatever the case may be, and then does that make sense to you? No.
Was asleep around 3:18 a.m. when he was suddenly woken up by his dogs panicking and moving around the bed, only to hear something chilling. He pulls his phone out and captures this.
You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
I'm just trying to sleep. I literally just dozed off. It sounds like somebody knocking at my fucking door.
Yes, it sounds like somebody knocking at your fucking door.
Hello?
Hello? Man, those are horrible guard dogs. They're just like, bro, don't open the door up again. Stupid. Looks like the door's back open again. No, it's closed.
Loud knocking can be heard at Jacob's bedroom door.
For Sparta.
But when he opens it, there's nobody there. However, just as he approaches the end of the hallway, the door in front of him closes on its own, scaring him back to his room, as he takes a breather before heading back out there. Then suddenly the toy car starts moving towards him on its own, causing him to retreat back to his room once again. Jacob says these events are occurring more frequently almost every night now, so hopefully we get some more updates soon.
Hopefully.
Haunted apartment.
Haunted apartment.
The following video comes from a man
Move
named
out.
Mike who
It's
lives
just an
somewhere
apartment.
in Poland. After moving houses and settling in, he started to notice creepy, unexplainable things. First, his cat began to stare off in a single direction and appeared to be looking at something unseen. Not long afterwards, objects began to move around
just
by
got a
themselves,
weird-ass
and it
cat.
has gradually gotten worse.
Maybe he
Late
got
one
mice.
night, Mike was falling asleep while watching a movie on his laptop
Very
when he
violent
starts
mice.
hearing sounds coming from around the house.
That chew on electricity.
Próbuję zasnąć. Teraz co chwilę coś mi kurwa w okno puka. Balkonowe. No nie, kurwa! Pierdolę. No kurwa. Ja pierdolę. Nic tutaj nie ma. Kurwa mać. Mam już
That's a
tego
nice little
dosyć.
balcony, though.
Mam już tego kurwa dosyć. Nie
Go
mam
out there and
kurwa.
have a cup of coffee in the morning.
Kurwa mać! Nie, nie kurwa.
Knocking can be heard coming from the balcony window, but the moment he checks, he sees nothing there. On another night, Mike is woken up to more sounds inside his house.
Znowu coś się dzieje.
Is that something banging or walking?
Ostrość. Nie wiem, czy to jest...
Mike then purchases an EMF meter to see if he can detect any disturbances around the house.
Well, that's fucking
On another
stupid.
night, Mike is focused on his digital drawing
You're
when
paying
this
way
happens.
too much attention to it.
Próbuję się skupić na rysowaniu, ale kurwa znowu coś się dzieje. Świeczki przed chwilą spadły, coś stukało. Już jestem zmęczony tym wszystkim. No nie, nie, kurwa. Ja pierdolę, no. Dobra, jeszcze sprawdzę, ale nic się nie dzieje teraz. Nie wiem.
He hears more aggressive knocking coming from around his
that
house,
wasn't
but
picking
doesn't
shit
find
up.
anything there. He decides to scan the whole house using the EMF meter, but nothing is detected. Mike has no idea what has caused these events, but real ghost or not, you be the judge. Hospital. This next video was posted to Reddit by a man who states that the following video was taken by his sister in 2020 and was sent to him. In the video, his sister can be seen in an empty hallway of the hospital late in the evening. No reason is provided as to why she's there, but it turns out that she isn't as alone as she initially thought she was. Something disturbing can be seen watching her.
And we've
Watch
seen this.
closely.
I know we've seen this. There's something like right down in here. If I'm not mistaken, this moves, doesn't it? It's called wind, bro. It's a really breezy hallway. Explains all of it. Yeah, you probably couldn't even see my mouse. There it is.
What looks like a creepy pale face with no features can be seen clearly moving
just
on its
kinda
own,
looks
but
like
as
a
she
bag
moves
of some
away
sort
and comes
moving,
back,
just-
she sees nothing there, or nothing that could cause an illusion
But she also
like
didn't
this.
actually like look up
Not to
in
mention,
this
as she
area
stands still
either. She
from a
went down to
distance,
the
some
hall,
of her
turned
hair
around, and came
strands
back.
can be seen blowing on its own,
That's just
even though
wind.
she's in a building, and the figure can be seen peeking out at her once again from the distance. It doesn't seem to be pareidolia, given the fact that it was seen twice, and her hair moved on its own. Given the nature of the building being a hospital, it's not unbelievable to imagine something paranormal
I'm calling
was
bullshit.
lurking at the end of the hallway. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Bullshit.
The toy.
Ew.
A mother named Sarah who lives in the Appalachian Mountains was home alone with her baby who she had just put to bed some time ago and was fast asleep in her crib. However, Sarah starts to hear noise coming from her room and captures something terrifying.
My daughter's been asleep for 2 hours.
Some toys display. And then again, your daughter might not be as asleep as you thought she is. Well, that's a pretty
She's all the way over
little
there.
kid.
How
Alright,
is
never
this
mind.
standing up perfectly upright and turned on? She can't reach that. Hi, baby. And she's dead asleep when that thing just came on. There's no way.
The baby's toy goes off on its own and can be seen perfectly standing up on the stand out of reach from the baby's crib. But when she first came to the room, a faint dark silhouette can be seen passing by the light of the toy. But just as she enters and turns the light on, there's nothing there. Sarah explains that strange things occur pretty often, but until this moment she had never felt anything sinister before. Now she's worried for her baby
I would
and
be.
has arranged to move houses.
gonna eat your baby
Subscribe and
soul
hit
and
that
take it
bell
over.
icon so you never miss an upload.
Nobody needs that shit.
The accident.
The accident. Oh my god.
On April 21 of 2024, the emergency services received a report of a fatal accident that took place somewhere in Poland, near the town of Jastrzębowice. A 25-year-old driver was driving down the road, but for unknown reasons he veered off the roadside and hit a tree. The man died at the scene. As reporters arrived on the scene and took pictures of the tragedy, they noticed something disturbing in the swamp. Watch closely. What appears to be the figure of a man can be seen sticking out of the bushes in the middle of a swamp. Deep and not possible for someone to stand up like that. And rescuers also searched the scene, but only the one driver who passed away at the scene was present. The last image is digitally enhanced to try and portray what the figure looks like. Many people suggested it could be the spirit of the driver who just passed. But in the end, the question remains, just who or what is this in the swamp? Let me know.
It looks like a
now,
cranky
if you
old
want
man.
to see something paranormal in...
That was good. I liked it. I don't think any of them really scared me all that much. But they still fucking good, bro. Alright. Man, I really enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I did. If you did, please go down there, leave a thumbs up. It really does help the channel grow. While you're down there, if you want to go on over, hit that subscribe button, become part of the B5 Nation. We do some crazy stuff here. If you want to know when that crazy stuff happens, ding that bell and turn on all notifications. As always, be good to one another. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Damn. Now, that was a cranky old man. What the fuck you doing in my swamp, boy?